Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So I'm going to update the status of this breeder box and its occupants. There's Corydoras fry in here. You can see them through the mesh net of the breeder box here. And this is my 6-foot 84-gallon community display tank. So there are emerald green Corydoras, and they have spawned several times. I collected eggs, put them in this breeder box. So these, like this one right here, the bigger ones are close to 4 weeks old. And then there's another spawn after that where I collected another set of eggs that would be, since they hatched, maybe about 10 days old. So let's check to see how big they are. So looking inside here, you can see some of the different sizes. So there's noticeably size disparity. So there's like these here on the catappa leaves, those are the older ones, close to 4 weeks, and then that little guy that just went under that catappa leaf, and some other little ones in here, about 10 days old. But yeah, so there's still a good amount of them in here. As I mentioned in previous videos, I have collected Corydoras eggs and gone through this process several times without much success. Not that having nearly this many grew up to be this old. But yeah, there's a bunch that are nearly a month old now. So yeah, that's encouraging. And before the spawn where these hatched out, just before that, a couple days before that spawn, I had 2 remaining Corydoras fry that were in that breeder box that I released that should have been big enough, but still I have not seen them since they've been released. If they're still in here and just been hiding and I haven't been able to find them, because I don't think they would have grown up, the biggest of those, because one was noticeably bigger than the other, but I don't think the biggest one would have grown up to be the size of the smallest one of these that's swimming around in the original group. So I don't think so. I think it would still be that little guy. But yeah, so I'll be doing a water change again on this tank in the next couple days, and I would anticipate yet another spawn. They seem to have been doing that after each water change, and maybe I'll end up putting more eggs in here. So this is what I've been doing. Like, I do still have plans on converting one of my 5.5 gallons to a Corydoras fry grow out tank, or I would just put the eggs in there once I do get that set up. So maybe kind of figuring not the next water change, or not the next spawn, but maybe the spawn after that is when I'll start. I'll have the tank ready for them. And speaking of fry and eggs, the kribensis, here's a female here, and the male just tucked in there. I haven't seen any kribensis fry yet. I anticipate that's going to be pretty soon, anytime now. There it goes right there. But they dug out a little cave, like underneath this dragonstone right here. There's, just a blank area, and there's, piles of the gravel that they've just scooped up and dumped over there. So they're getting ready. And that's a good looking male kribensis right there. I love that. The red under, I like the bottom half of its face. Yeah, I'm looking forward to when that happens. And then there's the swordtails. So they have swordtail fry have been born here. I mean, live bearers, they breed regularly, but none of the swordtail fry have grown up. I've seen them a few times here and there, seen fry, but there hasn't been much cover for them. And this anacris right here I added pretty recently, along with this water wisteria, and this is filling in. So maybe now that there's going to be cover for them, when there are swordtail fry, they can hide in the plants and have a chance to avoid predation that way. So yeah, maybe there's a chance to get a few swordtail fry growing up. Because this one right here turns out to be a male. When I added to the tank when it was smaller, and I thought it was a female, it was kind of like a sleeper male. And later it surprised me, just, you know, had a little nub of a sword, and then I just noticed it had a gonopodium, and I was like, oh, that's a male? So yeah, it's been engaging with the females, and then there's the other male now. So this one is taking over dominance of the tank from this one, when this was the lone male. And even when I added this, I still thought it was the lone male and had all the females to itself. But yeah, it's not the dominant male anymore. This one is bigger now. This sword is growing. Yeah. And check out those rummy nosed tetras. They're looking nice and rummy nosed. Yeah, this tank is coming along really nice, and been focusing on, you know, the Corydoras fry, and been anticipating the kribensis fry, but I do still want to do a full update talking about all the species and the rest of the fish in this tank, how it's all come together. So that'll be coming up. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.